Vamos botar no lixo.
Calma, eu tô a roupa dele.
Ah, tá inalando o quarto. Louco.
Eu preciso fechar.
Eu? Ué? Não, mas ali dentro eu não sinto. Eu sinto quando tá aqui mesmo do lado da cama.
Não.
Ah.
A outra é tua.
Ai, ai.
Following total atomic annihilation.
Eu também vou.
Não. É, agora tá frio, acho que eles não estão. Coisa linda que tu é, Nigão. A mãozinha puxando.
Eu acho engraçado.
Tá maldito o
Eu
pescoço, cara.
saio na rua.
É porque ele começa a observar as coisas. Ele...
Mas mesmo assim, tipo,
Aham.
coloca tanta.
E fica só encarando.
E ele.
Aí,
Pronto.
filho. Algo estranhos.
Assim, polêmico. Ou fosse.
É?
Ai.
Se quiser, eu ia mexer na minha base, mas eu tô. Ah! Claro que foi, pai. Não é assim também. Impressionante. Vou mexer na base, eu vou ter que tirar todas as minhas armaduras de dentro para elas não. A gente faz. Ver se eu consigo botar pra rua sem ter que botar o coisa. Aí não dá, né? Só pra mexer nelas. O botão para mexer coisas imexíveis. mini armadura. Ai, que engraçado. Mas só, será que eu fico grandão se eu usar essa armadura assim? Olha o tamanho da armadura, será que dá bug? Tá bom. Ela volta normal. Depois ela fica grande de novo. Ela tá bom. Ela ficou bem certo. Vamos todas pra rua. Eu nem sei se isso vai adiantar. Deixa eu até fazer um teste aqui. Um save antes. Mas isso vai adiantar, se ela não vai sumir aqui também. Eu tô tentando movimentar isso aqui inteiro, só que quando eu mexo isso aqui inteiro, ó, ela some. Então eu não vou conseguir movimentar isso aqui inteiro. É. Vou ter que montar outra base ali e desmontar essa. Quero montar minha base bem aqui na borda do muro, para liberar essa área aqui para fazer o centro da cidade. Ou não vou fazer nada. Vou deixar assim por enquanto, depois eu vejo conforme vai as missões. Daqui a pouco eu já repuno desse jogo, eu não vou me estressar ficar fazendo 50 kg de base. Baixa o volume dos coleguinha. Queria mudar o laser dessa daqui.
Increasing your firepower should proportionally increase your chances of survival.
There's nothing wrong with a little extra firepower.
Tem tipo um cromadão. Diferente. Tá, mas deixa eu ver aqui se eu consigo mais um. Bem escuro, né? Mas já que eu consegui mudar, eu queria botar 3 lasers, mas acho que essa aqui não dá 3 lasers. Mas eu já consegui mudar. Não, não mudou. Ou já tá na arma errada. E aí, um laser de cada cor, às vezes eu vou enxergar melhor. A cor dela que não ficou muito legal, né? Parece até uma arma de brinquedo, não curti não. Dá um Blue Steel pra ver. Outra parte. Bem travado, né? Agora talvez até funcione aquelas duplas, né? Eu botei os comandos, vamos ver se vai dar certo.
This should prove interesting. I wonder what you'll build next.
It's a far cry from working with the gunners. Glad that's behind me.
Foi outro botão que eu tinha botado a vírgula. É, mas ele não mexe, ó. Eu queria baixar a luneta. Ele não mexe. Falta alguma configuração. Seria legal se funcionasse. Essa aqui também, tipo, ele usa de cima e não usa de baixo. É estranho, né? Tá com duas miras, mas ele só usa uma. Essa aqui tá 1x, quer dizer que ele vai mirar por cima e não vai usar a parte do 6. A 4x é interessante até, né? A gente tá com... Mas pra mudar esse tipo de crosshair dela, eu acho que dá, né? Provavelmente aqui, ó. Vamos ver no final aqui outra vez eu vi. Ver se o Iron Sights tem mais alguma coisa além de... É só mira de ferro mesmo. Esse aqui não tem no final aqui que apareceria. Oh, agora sim. Ainda vai liberar até outra coisa agora. Aqui, ó. Hopper. Agora liberou o terceiro. Vamos botar. Quero botar um de cada cor. Acho que o azul já tava ali, não. Rail left. Botar o left. Verde. Rail right. Verde também. Aí agora a gente tem o upper e o lower. O upper vamos deixar com as duas lanternas. O negócio tá equipado. E o lower vamos deixar com coisa vermelha. Isso aí. Lanterna junto, né? O negócio é pra deixar os caras seguindo.
Making that look easy.
Ah! Agorizada. Vou puxar rapidinho, hein? Aí, com a quantidade de laser nem precisava. Será que eu tô vendo 4 lasers ali? Será que eu...
Brotherhood is quite capable with laser technology. I recommend exercising caution.
Tá. Isso aí. Vou brincar um pouco. Tá na frente que curtiu? Olha. Faz tempo que eu devia ter mandado. Tadinho.
There's so much ground to cover in the Commonwealth. Where should we go next?
My back hurts, my feet hurt, everything hurts.
Good to see you.
Hey there.
Oh, wow, you got here fast. I only sent a message out yesterday. The pump is just through there. It's been rattling something awful for days. Not because of your parts. Those are working fine, I think.
Alexa,
Somehow
ligar
the
ar-condicionado.
pipes.
What do you need me to do exactly?
Oh, sorry. Guess I forgot to put that in the message. My water pump. It worked great. The courier that brought the parts, he said, if there's any problem, miss, you... And here you are. I wasn't sure you'd actually come.
Yes, I'm here to help.
Thank God. I was afraid I'd have to start buying water again. Thought getting my own pump would be a good idea, you know? Did my own scavenging for parts, but now only the new NLTC.
That doesn't sound...
I hope not. Make yourself at home. Let me know if I can help. Hope you can fix it.
Hey,
Hi. How are the repairs going? All done?
seems to be in...
That's a relief. Thanks, friend. I took the receipt back from you, right? Where did I put it?
Pode ser que... Puta merda, esse mesmo as armaduras. Do mesmo jeito. Tudo desgraçado. Viu que eu te mandei, né? O que tem? O resto não. Tá. Cadê a minha armadura? Aqui também, né? Eu tinha acho que mais umas... Ah, tá ali as outras. Eu ia dizer, tinha mais umas 2 armaduras paradas por aqui. Agora onde é que eu larguei a minha? Eu larguei, né? Será que alguém pegou? Acho que eu tinha largado... Ah, tá aqui, ó. Só que agora eu tenho que arrumar minha arma de novo. Botar o cano maior nela.
It's always fascinating watching you create.
I've never been a hammer and nails sort of guy.
Well done. Like watching an artist at work.
There's nothing wrong with a little extra firepower.
E fechou meu jogo. Maravilha. Cansando de jogar Fallout por causa disso. O pior é que eu sei que ele faz isso por causa da live. Dá pra carregar um save antes, né? Que eu não tinha mexido nas armaduras ainda.
Things are okay.
isso aqui pra dar sangramento. Sangramento.
This should prove interesting. I wonder which will go next. There's so much ground to cover in the Commonwealth. Where should we go next?
I'd kill for a drink. Come to think of it, I have.
Vocês não era pra ficar com uma bola tão grande tão longe. Ups.
I hope you have additional... fusion cores to spare.
Damn. You're not fooling around, are you?
That suit should tip the balance.
Lost track of how many days they forgot.
Remind me not to mess with you when you're in that thing. Starting to have...
Commonwealth justice for you.
Yes? Oh, wow, you got here fast. I only sent a message out yesterday. The pump is just through there. It's been rattling something awful for days. Not because of your...
What do you need?
Oh, the courier and...
Yes.
Thank God.
Why do you need that pump working?
Fine. Oh, you're back. Would you have time to take a look at my water pump now?
That doesn't
I hope not. Make your hope you can fix it.
Hi.
Hi. How are the repairs going? All done?
Seems to
That's a thing.
Regarding bathroom amenities, the facilities department is glad to report that we now have fully functioning bathrooms.
My onboard functions are operating at full capacity.
I just want to trade a few things.
Sure thing.
Assuming we can keep control of it, Jamaica Plain should be a valuable addition to our settlements. Can I help you? Even though most people seem to avoid eating with me, the dining hall makes for a welcome addition.
Anything to report?
I have too many tasks and not enough staff to complete them. Please us.
Anything you want to talk?
I'd recommend a system to alert staff and yourself of any security concern.
Abernathy Farm now? Hope the Abernathys are okay with that.
You okay there? Nice. We finally got some vending machines in this place. Don't get me wrong, I like fresh food, but I enjoy the convenience.
Can we chat?
Just thinking about my kid.
Do you have any advice? What do you think we should do?
Time for the old 1-2. Glad that's over.
Please take care when connecting electrical devices, as the engineering department has recently increased the available power.
So that was Billie Holiday. Billie spelled with an I and an E, since she's a... Hey, hi. So, here's an update for you about things that are happening, you know, in the Commonwealth. You know that big ship, that the old sailing ship, the one that's on top of a building downtown? Yes, that ship.
Well, I would avoid it if I were you. I mean, you know, more than you'd already avoid the rest of downtown, which should already be, I don't know, a lot.
I mean, it's still there. It's just in a different place now. It's now,
okay.
well, now it's stuck in the side of another building downtown.
I guess she's kind of pretty and
Not,
kinda cute, but she keeps treating me like a kid, you know?
Expect from an old ship, or any ship, actually, but life in the Commonwealth. I gotta put the music closer to the mic. Stupid! Here's some Betty Hutton, if you were waiting to hear it. I mean, whether you were or not, hear it. Betty Hutton.
I'm not blackmailing you, princess. I want in.
You have no reason to risk your position, and I have no reason to take you at your word.
Oh, please. I'm betting caps to bottles you'll need me before this shit's through.
Basement.
Welcome back.
What's going on here?
We appear to be at an impasse. Miss Gale seems to think her expertise is vital to our success.
Expertise, yeah. What, your little plot's too good for me?
I wouldn't put it past her to take this to Mr. Glatton if I turn her away.
If it gets me a slice of this, keep thinking, Matt.
I'd appreciate the help.
See? They appreciate me.
Fine. I have no interest in arguing the point further. And, much as I hate to say it...
Told ya.
Please stop talking. Did you follow the shipment and retrieve the bill of sale?
What do you hope to find?
The smoking gun, as it were. I need undeniable proof that Mr. Glatton has...
Here you go.
You got the receipt. Excellent. Ah, and you retrieved a part from the shipment. I'm no...
I'd focus on the part, Highness.
Pardon?
The purifier part. Logo's polished off, but I scavenged enough of these from NLTC junkyards as a kid to recognize it. The rubber banding is the wrong shape, and the metal around here is too thin. Dealers wouldn't pay for it. It'd wear out in a few months.
The components we sell are Glatten brand craftsmanship. The parts they make have kept the home office lit and running for decades.
What does that mean?
The Glatten family are the leading NLTC craftsmen for components. Their parts are as reliable, if not more so, than anything made pre-war. Mr. Glatten himself was expected to follow in those same footsteps when he found his calling in the merchant circles. The components are meant to last a lifetime, but he would be more than capable of...
Sure. It sounds like...
Think his family is still gonna go to bat for their golden boy if they find out he's been tampering with their product before sale?
Not a chance. Polishing off the logo alone is no joking matter, let alone selling a faulty part. What's more, this bill of sale is non-binding. In fact, it barely... The board would laugh it out of a hearing if the client ever attempted to enforce it. Now...
Will it be enough?
He's representing the NLTC's brand name while tampering with contracts and... After I'm done with him, no one will trust him to...
We got what we needed.
That's great and all, but if Glatten gets fired, we'll just get reassigned to some other idiot. Unless you're ready to finally beg your dear old mom for a promotion, Princess. Nepotism gotta be good for something, right?
There's no need for such dramatic measures. I've had time to prepare a proper strategy for... However, for the next part of the plan, I need certain information from the broker in Diamond City. I need to meet him in person, and I would like you to be present to...
Well...
It will become abundantly clear during the meeting. Let me just say that I require his understanding of the local region.
I'll meet you there.
I'll travel to Diamond City. Meet me there when you're able. And here's your...
I'll escort the princess out. Make sure her outfit stays clean and all that.
Lobby.
Huh? Yes?
Huh? Hey.
What can I do for you?
Who's there?
I trust you're enjoying my company. You and I make quite an effective team.
Hi.
Hey there.
Hi there.
We're hot! Find him! Over there! Get him!
All systems are a go, sir.
Not just Billy.
Yes?
They were there too.
Yeah.
Calling available engineering personnel. Report to the main entrance. E-terminal won't turn on or off.
The stories are free. The moonshine will talking. Ask for Vadim Bobrov. Roy Brown is back with Good Rockin' Tonight. I guess. I mean, you wouldn't bother singing about it if the rockin' wasn't all that great. Like average rockin' or...
Let's get this done.
Tonight she'll
Message for any available logistics personnel. Report to the medical center. Expertise on available materials needed.
I hope you like that. That was maybe. Mommy. It's called me. I should have been clearer. So the Minutemen are out there doing things in the Commonwealth. What kind of things, you ask? Well, I will tell.
You lead the way, and I'll follow, sir.
Hip boy? I left off.
Mr. Ron.
It's the Ron.
That makes no grammatical sense. I'm here to make a transaction, not indulge your delusions of grandeur.
Come on! Is a little courtesy really so much to ask?
Either I'm referring to you as Mr. Ron or Mr. Spritz. Your choice.
Tackar ele, irmão dela.
Whoa now. Where'd you hear that uncool name? Not that it was ever my name, because you can ask anyone, and they'll tell you I'm the Ron!
Cut the guy a break, Lydia. You'll be at this shit for hours at this rate.
If you're unable to keep your commentary to yourself, then perhaps you should wait outside.
And miss this?
You're here, good. We can proceed.
Look, lady, the Ron already told you. This Norwood Bank, it's Deadsville. I got no useful info to give you.
That's a blatant lie, Mr. Ron. At minimum, you have the bank records that were delivered into your hands by our mutual associate not long ago. Your follow-up inquiries into the matter have not been subtle.
Whoa, hold the phone. Have you been keeping tabs on me? Don't tell me those records were bait.
I'm not exactly pleased either. I don't appreciate being used.
I didn't use you. I paid you to do a job and provided the means of accomplishing it. The means just happened to align with longer-term goals. Let's cut to the chase. There is something in Norwood Bank that interests both of us. I am putting together an expedition to find it. I have the rest of the information, and the means of getting to it. I need your knowledge of the region to fill the gaps in intelligence.
All right, you got me. I know there's something of value at Norwood. Was just hoping I can have the place scoped out before anyone else wins. You drive a hard bargain, lady. But the Ron knows when to hold 'em, and when to fold 'em.
Caps are of no consequence. You will be paid for your cooperation and discretion.
You can keep your caps. If you want my info, then you gotta let the Ron...
Pardon?
Ooh, plot twist. I'm liking this guy more.
Why would you want to?
Usually, I can turn to mercs or scavs to dig up info I might need. But I think there might be something quite valuable. So for this one, the Ron feels it's best to go himself. And since it appears the NLTC is already...
Are you sure?
Have no fear. The Ron is a cat of many talents. When we find this joint...
It's a location to the southwest of here. If my research is correct, it contains certain assets that are...
This place Miss Lid is talking about is called Norwood Bank, which just so happens to be...
A fact that plays to our benefit. There is a high probability that it hasn't been looted since the war due to the heavy radiation. The bank itself had been a new construction, finished only a few...
But get this. Only a few days before the bombs, the joint was robbed. Paper said a bunch of commie spies...
Pre-war papers blamed commie spies for everything between afternoon rains to the common cold. An age-old PR.
How did you discover?
From the NLTC territory, I was able to ascertain the bank's...
And the Ron's Information Emporium knows its exact location, which movers and shakers hang around it.
You two are adorable.
Let's get started.
I will assemble the expedition. Miss Gale will provide security on the way. I assume you have your own ways of dealing with the hazards, so if Mr. Ron...
This is gonna be fun.
Excuse me, miss?
Ah, yes. We have a small matter of your payment to discuss. A contract with you shouldn't compromise the plans at this stage. The offer is 2,000 caps for this job, with an advance of 500 up front for any supplies you might need for the glowing sea.
This mission...
You do have the advantage in these negotiations, I'll admit. I will double your advance.
Why?
I'm afraid I couldn't say. I'm sure. Intelligence indicates heavy radiation storms, scarce landscape, and danger.
All right, thanks.
Here's the advance. Meet us at the bank.
Me and my boys will get the princess through the glowing sea safe and sound. And the cool cat too. See you there.
Ah, brilhante, onde eu já fui, né? É do ladinho já. E curar só que eu tô malhando. Ah, vocês estão tudo aí na chuva radioativa, tudo certo. Tem armadura sem nada, e eu tô aqui com a armadura sentindo radiação.
Keep an eye out here. We can handle whatever's inside.
Hey there.
A pleasure to see you.
Hey!
Deixa eu desabilitar o crosshair por enquanto que eu não tô mexendo nas casas, porque eu melhor só com laser, fica mais...
Good business.
What the hell is that?
We more security!
This racket is bringing in the gamblers. Get ready. Phew. Hey, Your Highness. Cool cat. Are you both all right?
Mildly nauseated, but none the worse for wear.
Hey! The Ron is always as cool as a...
Cat?
Oh, yeah.
The security protocol has locked this room down. There is an override.
Wait, did you know this was going to happen?
Trick.
It was a possibility.
Do that
The
sometime.
security measures were part of the construction blueprints.
Princess, next time you know something that might lock us in a room with a bunch of ghouls, you tell me. Got it?
Don't presume to give me orders. And spare me your dubious professionalism, Chief of Security.
That's it.
The hell is that supposed to mean?
Why so hostile?
I apologize for losing my temper. I've never been near so many ghouls before.
Welcome to the real world, sweetheart.
It was impossible for me to know ahead of time what would trigger the lockdown. I was more concerned. There is an override in the security room.
Nice.
There's a security grate at the end, but you should be—
This vent? It's flooded. I can hear the water echo.
Ah.
I'll see what I can do.
Once you're in the security office, you may have to figure—
No need. I have the security.
Excellent.
Come on, one problem at a time. Incoming!
Remind me to add the cost of new clothing to my hazard pay report.
Ready? Ugh. All right. You get in there. I'll stay with the Geek Squad. Make sure they don't bring any more ghouls with their bickering.
Another kill for me.
Got it.
Stop fidgeting, Princess. I'll hear ghouls coming.
I'm not worried about that. You have a reliable talent for destruction.
It's the dirt and the muck then, isn't it? Place must be driving you insane.
Please, focus.
Hi.
Good work. I believe we should have time to get our bearings and figure out the next step.
The vault door seems like a pretty big kink in the plan.
We're not here for the vault. We need to get into the...
Come again?
The archival wing. Please stop interrupting me.
Bank robbers didn't blast their way into the vault. They opened up the floor of the archive room. That's where we need to be. Damn, that's not cool. Looks like the archival wing is sealed due to contamination.
What does that mean?
Can't pick this. Too much radiation.
Or an airborne pathogen, but your theory is far... This won't be quite as simple as crawling through a vent. We will need to find a...
Place is probably crawling.
A problem for after we find a way in.
How do you know?
I've memorized the architectural blueprint.
Huh. Yeah. Lydia would do all the NLTC bookkeeping in her head.
I was hoping for better news.
The better news is that I've seen worse. That said, I'm a strong gal and all, but I don't think... Hey, big fella. Think you and I...
What? Me? Not usually my line of work. But...
They can work on the door. Meanwhile, I believe it...
What exactly?
Security checkpoints will require keycards.
Lead on.
I believe it'd be in both of our interest if you...
It's stuck.
The past yields such interesting finds.
Would need the key. Busted. Hey. Hey. That's a serious lock. Need to find a key.
No need. Allow me. Not a problem.
Hidden hook, princess.
Very simple.
Single his face is worth this. Well, no, I don't doubt it. There's an improbable number of ferals here. It must have been a crowded building in its time. There's a reason I usually don't do that. But if you want something done right... This is it. This operation is going better than expected. It's not the team I would have picked, but even the broker has proven himself to be acceptably competent. If you ignore the ridiculous moniker and the atrocious toupee.
He's a very...
Dedicated to his job, yes. And quite good at it.
Uh-huh.
I've never understood the drive to sell a meaningless image of oneself. Skill. It only makes people like Mr. Ron and Mr. Glatton frustrating. Always offering. Sadly, most of the NLTC operate.
You sound troubled.
I suppose we're here to secure the leverage that will prevent the NLTC from withdrawing from the... I'm sure you've already assumed this is an ambitious reach for power, but the reality is that I simply don't.
Why don't you want to go back?
Because there is little I can accomplish there. There is a thriving center, surrounded what you're doing in the Commonwealth.
Sure. There's more to this.
Quite a bit more. Perhaps it'll prove a little... I was born into wealth. Caps never had any significance. The things caps can buy, the people caps can pay off, none of it has meaning.
Right.
But the NLTC is full of people like Mr. Glatton. For them, money is a tool to be leveraged. The result is people like Miss Gale. She was born to less than nothing.
Uh-huh. What do you mean? What happened?
Opposed to renovation plan for Slum, Allison's hometown, to restore the piping and wiring and provide heating. I had humanitarian intentions, but it was a mistake. The board only approved it because of nepotism, my father spearheading it. They swept into the slum, demanding the people vacate while the repairs were made, for their own good. Some abysmal failures of diplomacy later, Miss Gale and the rabble she rallied to see. Mr. Glatton got promoted to his position. The board smoothed the incident over, but...
I'm sorry about your dad.
Don't be. The man was a monster. His approval of the project was nothing but a bid to teach me a harsh lesson. He hadn't accounted.
I'm sure you had...
Intentions hardly matter. They are not a quantum. On a personal level, I've only ever wanted all this money to mean something, to make a difference. What you are doing here is exactly what I wish I could have done in the NLTC. In any case, those are my reasons for being here. We've spoken.
Well?
Onde foi, meu amor? Pega do outro e usa a outra. Até aparecer essa daí. Nojento. Então enfia a mão no pó.
Maybe it'd be better if we moved out of the radiation.
Damn, cool cat. That was pretty impressive. Sure you didn't pull something?
Oh, it's all good, baby. The Ron works out, you know.
Ever think of taking a job as muscle? I always got openings in my company.
The Ron prefers brains over brawn. Ooh, thanks, little lady. Appreciate it.
Hey, I like you and all, but call me little lady again and I'll scalp you with a rusty switchblade.
Good. I see you got the door open. Now we can move on to more important matters.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Perhaps it'll be more efficient if Mr. Ron proceeds to the environmental control room. It appears you have an aptitude for terminals, and I'm sure there are plenty security codes you've yet to reveal.
You sure? Wait, this isn't some scheme to get into the archive room as soon as the door opens, is it?
I didn't come here to get ripped apart by ghouls. While you get the controls, Miss Gell and I shall consider how we can clear the path beyond the door.
Looks like it's you and me. And the ferals, robots, and possible structural weaknesses. Oh yeah!
Are you all right?
Now a good time to mention the Ron might get a little woozy and enclosed, entombed, or encased. Because, you know, if any of that was true, now would be the...
Just keep a cool head.
No sweat.
Uh-huh.
Ele tá só pro sorrisinho.
Tá piscando a linha do...
Shoot things around here.
Desce aí um pouco.
Oh, man.
That takes care of that.
Hold up. Now we're cooking with gas. Let me just try these codes out.
Pra cá de casa, leva pra pegar os negócios, vão fugir.
Environmental controls. Now to set them to scrub, and that radiation is history. Just the two of us, rolling through town. Nothing to see here. At least I have a story for my grandkids.
Do you have security codes to any of the other sections?
The Ron just might. Some of these could work. Give them a whirl.
Okay.
You know it, baby. And that square Lydia thought I'd be a drag. Though I'll hand it to her, she knows her shtick. But the Ron... And, you think that alley chick is sweet on me? I mean, the Ron, he a rolling stone. But...
How'd you come up with that name?
The Ron is just the...
Yeah, she...
You find the weirdest associate.
Let's get back.
Yeah! Right behind you.
And this should be it. Bit of lights, bit of noise. The ferals will hear it more than we will.
Perfect for our needs. I dare say I'm impressed
Tá bem
with
pequeno.
Gell.